by brick.
Yes.
It is like bricklaying.
Yes.
Am I right? That's the way you see it.
Yes, yes, it is, but it's a strange thing when you get to the total, isn't it? The whole of a part or the whole of a play. That is a magic moment, I think. Probably the first in a rehearsal. There's a moment, isn't there?
When you run it all together,
yes,
sometimes.
Yes, and that's when you have a great feeling of how it's got to where it is.
Yes, and it's a question of it's our job to tell a story. It's like seeing a man on a tightrope. You can be absolutely bewitched by the person walking across the tightrope and the kind of facility with which with what he has, to do what he has. But in actual fact, that's years and years and years and years of very hard work, and he's concentrating on balance. But you don't see that. You see this man walking on this minutely thin wire. On best nights, that's what it can be like, on the best nights.
You feel like you're on the best nights, you feel like you're on a wire.
Well, on the best nights, you've told the story, and there is a very rare thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Very rare. And how you explain it, I don't know, but there is I mean, it's even rarer now, but there is a kind of thing that happens, isn't there,
yes,
on one night that catches fire within everybody, and you give a performance, and it also happens with the audience.
Yeah.
And you just know that up till then, that's the best performance you can give of that play. But then tomorrow you have to be better.
Or try and get it back.
Or try and get it
back. Try and get the feeling back. But it's elusive.
Why did I feel that? Yes. Sometimes it's to do with being hungry, isn't it?
Yes.
I was thinking, if you're really hungry, it's quite a good thing.
Hungry for food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, you shouldn't eat before the performance.
No, no, no.
Oh, no.
We drop off.
Yes. Straight off.
You want to be hungry.
Yeah.
Now, how many times does that happen to you? 5? 4? 10?
I bet it's the same for us both,
yes.
in all the things we've done.
Yeah.
I suppose, what, in 50 years? 50 years,
yes.
I suppose it must have happened. Perhaps 11 times.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe about that, do you think?
Yeah,
yes. A little bit more than 10.
Because it doesn't necessarily happen in everything you do at all.
No.
Yeah. When was the best time?
Oh, I've no... The most memorable time for me was the first night of Antony and Cleopatra at the National, because I was just laughed into, you know, anywhere. When I said I would play Cleopatra, people just used to openly laugh in my face. But when we came to doing it that night, that performance we gave was the best that we'd given so far. And I never had the feeling before of coming off the stage and thinking, well, take it or leave it. That's all we could possibly do with it. And that was throughout the company.
Yeah.
So that was just a real stroke of luck.
Yeah.
Whether it was to do with being tired or hungry or whatever. But it's impossible, isn't it, to reproduce it?
Yeah, completely.
But if you have some of the same moments, though. You've had that happen to you.
Yes, I have, but in a different way. There's the magic of doing a comedy for the first time in front of an audience, because you don't know where they're going to laugh or how. And that I remember in Bath doing the first performance of Lettuce and Lovage, and that was amazing. Because we were just so astonished, because you rehearse, and what made you laugh originally is long, long gone, hasn't it?
Yes, you just don't know.
And the audience is suddenly alive. It's wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Is it as good today as it's ever been for you? Going out on stage, going before a camera?
I haven't done it for a while.
Yeah. How many years?
When did we do Breath of Life?
The last time you were on stage, the last time you acted was Breath of Life?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
In the theatre?
Well, in the theatre. Yeah. No, I've done All's Well since.
Yes, you've done...
when was that? 2002?
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
But my question was more, is acting still as challenging, exciting, interesting? Do you get the same?
It's more difficult now, I think.
Difficult? Why so?
Well, this is what you said this afternoon, there's so much to prove. And so much of it is expected of you. Well, a lot
Oh,
of it
you know,
is
in other words, the
yeah,
legend is there.
Well, it's, I don't know if it's the hat, but it's, you know, you're always on trial.
I mean, it's a little bit like Maggie. We've heard how great you are. Show us.
Yeah. Or
That's
show
fatal,
us.
isn't it?
That's what.
Show us, yes.
Yeah.
It's like getting a lot of good notices. The
Yeah.
moment you get good notices, it puts the mockers on it.
Yeah, you're
because everyone
sunk.
goes,
All right. Yes, exactly.
this is this thing that we've got good
Yeah.
notices. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, so
Much
prove
better get
prove
bad
it.
notices.
Show us.
And then you can really... You know, I was saying this afternoon, once at Stratford, we did the Comedy of Errors. Trevor Nunn did a musical of it, and we were feeling all rather jaded one afternoon. And so I said, what we'll do is, we will do it for that person in a blue coat who's sitting rather eagerly, this woman in a blue coat on it. We'll all do it for her, and we'll all feel a whole lot better, except that after the interval, we all went on and she left. Well, it made it memorable because
Yeah.
nobody could kind of cope at all with
Did
the second
everybody
half.
laugh?
Everybody
Of course, you shaking cast.
Yeah. But it's still challenging and fun and for you to do. I mean, you obviously work all the time. So you get the same out of it. It's every bit as satisfying. It's now you're not jaded at all. Jaded.
No, I don't feel jaded. I feel lucky, and I love what I'm doing. Love it. I love it. And I love working with a company of people. I like it
The
very much
camaraderie
indeed.
of family, so
Yes,
to
I
speak.
love
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I couldn't
You too?
be on my
Oh,
own.
absolutely.
What are you doing next?
I'm going to do next the film of Zoe Heller's book, Notes on a Scandal.
Who's directing?
Richard Eyre,
You can't lose.
Kate Blanchett.
Richard Eyre.
very
Kate-
good.
She is very good, isn't she? But he is very good.
Very.
Sir Richard.
Yes. He has two huge hits in London at the moment.
Which
is
are?
Mary
Mary.
Poppins and Hedda Gabler.
Yeah.
It's a good double, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, there are two
So
things that have been
different.
done before. Can't we just get some new stuff in London?
Yes, that would be good.
You know?
But for two plays we've done before, two really beautiful productions.
Thank you for coming. It's great to see you.
Thank you for having us, as they say.
As they say in America.
It's lovely.
Yes, lovely.
Thanks
you,
so
Charlie.
much.
Thank you. Great.